Arg, mateys, welcome to some Kari Zev. Let's see who's walking the plank. We got Multani, little sorcerer dude. Yeah, we're gonna make him walk the plank. We can do that. I think we have an extra duty plank. We can make that work. Let's pop Kari Zev back out. As far as our opening hand goes, we do have Assault Probe. Check. We have Mountain, Forgotten Cave, Soul Ring, a little Tormenting Voice. Yeah, we can go and keep on this one. I like that. We can get a little quick look. Yes, we will keep. Our opponent is on the play, so they're going to be first with the land drop. So, and that'll cover what our commanders got going on in just a second. So, let's go ahead and lead off with the Mountain. Let's go Soul Ring. And then we get out for two. We can't go for the Hero's Blade. Is that what we're going to go for? Yeah, let's go and go for Hero's Blade. That way we can get down Hero's Blade, cast Kari Zev next turn. It's going to get onto the battlefield. We can attach the Hero's Blade on there, and we'll have a nice little added bonus on the Kari Zev. So, we are playing Kari Zev. She has first strike in minutes. Whenever Kari Zev attacks, create a legendary 2/1 red monkey creature token named Ragavan that's tapped and attacking. Exile that token at the end of combat. Playing against Multani. It has Shroud. Its power and toughness equal to the total number of cards in all players' hand. The good thing about this deck is that we're looking just basically emptying our entire hand out. So, at least we're going to take away from some of our opponent's toughness over there. Get into Worn Power Stone. Let's go ahead and go Kari Zev. Looking at red and then one colorless. Actually, she's not going to have haste. So do we want to go Worn Power Stone? Or do we want to go get down Kari Zev with the Hero's Blade? Yeah, let's go and go Kari Zev. We need to get that combat damage up and running. So let's go Kari Zev. We're going to have one colorless floating. We're going to go and attach that onto our creature. Yes. 4/5 Kari Zev. I'll take that. We have 1 mana floating. Let's go ahead and play the Forgotten Cave as a land drop for the turn. Anything else we need to do? No, we're going to go and pass turn. Okay, so we're looking at, we can go Worn Power Stone next turn off the Soul Ring and the Mountain. We do have Assault Probe in our hand, especially with Kari Zev being at a 4/5. We can actually get in for double strike and kind of get that damage up and running. Now, they may end up blocking with Farhaven Elf just because basically it's just a little Cultivate Elf, and we're going to grab a Forest off that. Draw another Mountain. Okay, let's go and get the Mountain down. We can go for Storm Rider Rig. We can cast that, get down. So we actually have the Fury. So whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card at the beginning of the next turns up. Whenever enchanted creature becomes blocked, it gets +4 and gains trample until end of turn. Let's go ahead and go Storm Rider Rig. That way we can attach this onto Ragavan, whatever it attacks, and we'll go and put the Fury on. Yes, I like that a lot. So we can put that on there. We're going to draw a card at the beginning of the next whatever upkeep. Let's go and swing in for 4. And if they do block, we're going to get that nice little +4 and gain trample. And then we'll be able to attach the Storm Rider Rig onto Ragavan. Yes, I like that. We're not going to attach the Hero's Blade. So we'll, yes to the Storm Rider. Yes. Oh, there we go. Ragavan's got his own little weapon. Not going to attach it on there. No, we're good. Okay. Coming out for 4, we got Ragavan swinging in for 3. So depending on, okay, no blocks. Put him down to 26. That is 4 commander damage. Exile Ragavan. Adios, buddy. Anything else we need to do for the turn? No, we're going to go past turn. Okay, so next turn, we're looking at Assault Probe. So that way if they do block, we're going to get that nice little added bonus, or we're going to just be able to get 8 commander damage in, which is going to be a nice little chunk. And we draw a Mountain off the Fury over there. Actually, excuse me one sec. But yeah, Kari Zev, so when I was playing her with the 40 life commander, she would always get our opponent down to like 10 life, and it was always kind of hard to close it out from there. But with the 30 life, the 1 versus 1 commander, I've been kind of playing her a little bit more, and a lot of fun, man. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the deck, Kari Zev is pretty much 100% Voltron. We're looking to stick as much stuff on Kari Zev as we can, make sure she holds as many weapons as she can. She has a lot of arms that hold weapons, and if we can get into it, we make sure we want to have some nice little weapon for Ragavan. So one of the ways we do with the Ragavan, you've seen it, is we're running Storm Rider Rig, so whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may attach it to it. So basically, we're just getting that nice little added bonus. We turn that monkey into a 3/2 monkey swinging in. It's always fun to get monkeys up and running, so that's always cool. And our opponent has a Phyrexian Furnace. Exile the bottom card of target player's graveyard. 1 colorless. Exile target card from a graveyard. Draw a card. Okay, so we got Mind's Eye coming down from opponent. Whenever we draw a card, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. So we're going to be able to get around the Mind's Eye, at least for right now. Okay, and our opponent's swinging in with Farhaven Elf. Very interesting. Puts us down to 29. Oh, I guess they're probably not going to block, so that does make sense now that I think about it. They're going to be able to draw a card. Let's go and get the Mountain down. Let's go ahead and go Assault Probe. Or do we want to go Tormenting Voice? Yeah, let's go Tormenting Voice. We're going to go ahead and tap the Mountain. Actually, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's go Tormenting Voice, tapping the Soul Ring. chunk the automaton. Two more. Okay. Yeah, two more mountains. Not exactly what we're looking for, but we'll take it. Okay, and then let's go ahead and go for Worn Power Stone, and then we can still go Assault Probe on Kari Zev. Now we're going to give it that nice little double strike action. It's going to be 8 coming across, and then we still have our nice little Ragavan sidekick coming in for 3. All right, let's get the Storm Rider rig triggered. Yes, Kari Zev. I mean, Ragavan loves his little Storm Rider. Not going to attach it on there. No, we're good. Want to get that as much damage as we can. Alright, so that's going to be 12 total commander damage. They go down to 12. We're going to exile Ragavan. Anything else we need to do for the turn? No, we're good. Alright, we're going to go and pass the turn. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've never really built a true Voltron style deck. Like, I have Gitrog Hypnotoad, which is kind of like Enchantress, Voltron, Lands, Matter deck where you're drawing a bunch of cards. But when I think of Gitrog, I think of more just like this card drawing machine. And our win condition is as many enchantments on Gitrog. So, but I guess technically it is Voltron. But this Kari Zev deck, it's pretty much 100% Voltron. Because we also get into spots where if we can't get Kari Zev up and running, we've also got creatures like Armory Automaton, so when it enters the battlefield, we can attach any number of target equipment to it. So if we get into spots where Kari Zev keeps getting blasted, and we have all these swords on the battlefield, we can just simply cast a 3/3 guy, and we have a lot of haste artifacts too, and kind of swing in and go for that. Kind of basically a bunch of plan Bs. We're also running a Prophetic Flame Speaker in there too. So our opponent gets down Obzon Beastmaster. Depending of your upkeep, draw a card if you control the creature with the highest toughness or tied for the highest toughness. So we definitely got that covered with Kari Zev. See what we draw for the turn. Ooh, Relentless Assault. I will take that. Okay, and they're going to pay 1 to draw another card. Let's go ahead and lead off with Mountain. So with Relentless Assault, untap all creatures that attack this turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. So we're going to be able to do swing in with Kari Zev. They're not going to block, and then it'll put them in a spot where basically I think we're going to be able to close it out between that Fury over there. That was a really nice draw, actually. Swinging in hot. We're going to get that Ragavan token, get the Storm Rider rig on there. Yes. Not going to attach Hero's Blade. No, we're good. And get the rig on there. I just love thinking about Ragavan riding on, getting the electric flying at him. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Okay, coming in hot for 7. Probably not going to be any blocks by our opponent. More than likely, and then they do have to block next turn. We're going to get that +4 and gain trample, so it's kind of put them in a spot where we're going to get all that combat damage through. Okay, Farhaven Elf. Got the block. And then let's go and fire this Relentless Assault off. Exile Ragavan, but we're going to get another Ragavan. He's very resilient monkey, very, very resilient. Tap for 2, looking at 1/2. There we go. Untap all creatures that attack this turn. Yes. And that should close it out because we're going to get that nice little, should push enough commander damage because we've got only 1 blocking on the Obzon Beastmaster. Exile the top card. Okay, fair enough. And then we're going to go for that Relentless Assault. There we go. Let's do it again. Get our opponent to knock the Multani off into the water. Alright, coming in hot for 4. And then once again, if they block, well, it's going to put them down to 4, and we'll have Ragavan, so we'll see what they want to go for. Storm Rider rig, Hero's Blade. Not going to use that. Nope. Because it's going to be at least 4 coming across, and then 1, so that's going to be 7. So it's going to put them down to 1 life. Not going to use Hero's Blade. We'll use Storm Rider rig. Yes. Okay, we'll get the Storm Rider rig on Ragavan. And yeah, I think either way, it's going to put them down to 7. And if they block on Kari Zev, that's basically going to be lethal. Or we're going to look at 4 commander damage coming across, and it's going to put them at 20. We'll see how they want to block. It'll definitely put them down to 1 over there. And a total of, we got 20 commander damage, and they're at 1 life. So we made the land drop for the turn. You know, they can go for Multani next turn if they want to block. Depending on how their hand shakes down, hopefully we'll be able to close it out. If we can find something that gives Kari Zev unblockable, we'll definitely be able to kind of get that up and running. And we're still getting around the Obzon Beastmaster too, so really kind of just depending on what we draw for the turn. But yeah, it's a lot of fun just sticking as many swords on the Kari Zev. A lot of fun, definitely enjoy it. And one of the things I really enjoy about the deck is doing the intro, just because, I don't know, it seems like every time I'm doing the intro, it's just, I can never do it without laughing. I can't remember if I laughed on this one, but I'm probably pretty sure I did. But it's just silly how much I laugh. Laugh trying to do that pirate intro. I guess it's just the pirate voice, because it's kind of a just a goofy voice to do. Okay, our opponent scoops it up. I'll take that. I'm not sure what we're gonna. Let's see what we're gonna draw for the turn. Quiet as Spike. Okay, yeah, definitely could have been something. round it up. Yeah, that would have been enough. Swinging in with Death Touch and deals combat damage to a player. Especially the block that had that trample. Yeah, that's what if we had that trample damage coming through, we would have pushed it through right there anyway. So depending on how they wanted to block. So I will definitely take. Look at that Fury putting in some work right there, man. Look at those. When I see this card, I always think of Ragavan as Kari Zev's a nice little spirit animal. So all right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Arrgh, mateys, welcome to some Kari Zev. Let's see who's walking the plank tonight. Oh, we got Brago. Yes, I would love to make him walk the plank and make sure he stays in the water. Let's get Kari Zev popped out. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got Mountain into Forgotten Cave into Mountain for 2. We're going to still have access to Swiftfoot Boots. Well, we do have Sword. Yeah, we're going to keep on this one. It's not too bad. We can lead off with the Forgotten Cave and then follow up with Mountain. Getting a nice little Kari Zev up and running. Let's get the Forgotten Cave down. We're going to play that one. And then we're going to go and pass the turn. So we're playing Kari Zev, if you didn't notice by my terrible pirate impression. She has First Strike and Menace. Whenever she attacks, create a legendary 2/1 red monkey creature token named Ragavan that's tapped and attacking. Exile that token at the end of combat. And we draw a mana crypt. Beautiful. Let's go and get the Mountain down. Let's go with Kari Zev. And let's go and lead off with Mana Crypt. We're going to go Sword. Right now we can get that down. That way we can equip it next turn, get that Mountain on the battlefield. And if we want to, we can go for, hopefully if we hit the land drop, we can go for Boots too. Get it on Kari Zev, give her a hexproof, and then start swinging in. Playing against Brago, King Eternal. He has Flying. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, exile any number of target non-land permanents you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. Yeah, pretty straightforward. It's Brago gets a ton of stuff onto the battlefield. They start making infinite mana, and then they just go crazy. Alright, we're going to choose Tails on this one. Let's see, 1 the flip, 1 for 1 on our Mana Crypt triggers. And we do hit the land for the turn. Awesome. Let's go ahead and go Mountain. Let's get Mountain down. And let's go ahead and get the Sword on Kari Zev. So we're looking at 1, 2. Actually, let's go Swiftfoot Boots first. As we're going to have Hex and Haste, Hexproof and Haste. Let's go and put that on there, see if they have any response to that. Alright, let's go and get Sword too. We're looking at 1, 2. That way we're going to be able to attack and get that nice little Mountain onto the battlefield. Alright, we're going to come in hot for 2. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, wait for a second. Let's get Ragavan. Let's get the Sword of the Eminence up and running. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Get the Mountain onto the battlefield. There we go. Let's get Kari Zev, get Ragavan onto the battlefield. Yes, and man, I'm telling you, for a long time when Ragavan was on the when Kari Zev first came out, Ragavan did not have art in the Magic Online file, and I was really bummed. So it's always fun getting the Ragavan token onto the battlefield. But we've got a nice little start up and running. We do have two commander damage. Now, as far as the deck goes, if you're not familiar, this is pretty much just Voltron. What we're looking to do is give Kari Zev as many weapons as she can get, and give her some hexproof, and then we have stuff like Sword and Feast and Famine, which we're probably going to go for that next turn. Protection from black and green, and we're going to be able to untap all of our lands. So hopefully we can get around Brago. Yeah, whenever I'd play Kari Zev with the 40 life, actually, excuse me one sec. I'm taking a drink of water. Whenever we play Kari Zev with the 40 life rule, it seems like we'd always get our opponent down to 10 life and then they would stabilize. So with a 30 life, she's actually become a little bit better commander. We're going to choose Tails on this one. 1 the flip, 2 for 2 on our Mana Crypt triggers. Hall of the Bandit Lord. Let's go and put that down. Yeah, actually, I like... if we go Champion's Helm, we get +2, it acts hexproof. We're going to swing in, that's going to be 4 more commander damage. Or if we go Sword of Feast and Famine, we'll get into spots where we can get that down on the back end. We're looking at 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go and go. Let's go and go Sword of Feast and Famine. I kind of want to get the untapped, then we can go Champion's Helm next turn. So we're looking at 1. We'll be able to equip it for 2. We'll have all of our lands untapped, and then we can follow up with Champion's Helm next turn. Hopefully outrace that Brago over there. Looking at 1, 2 to equip. That's going to make Kari Zev a 4/6. Yes, I will take that. This is just how we want Kari Zev, holding as many weapons as she can. She's got the Swiftfoot boot on 1 foot and got the sword in 1 hand, the other sword in the other hand. Yes, we're going to use that ability, grab that mountain, put it on the battlefield, and we're going to be able to untap it too with the untapped clause from the sword over there. Coming in hot for 6, going to put her opponent down to 20. That's going to be 4 more commander damage. Deal combat damage. You could untap all of our lands. We don't have anything at instant speed, so we could have tapped that to add that mana, but we don't really need it. Exile the tokens, and then let's go ahead and get the Champion's Helm down. We're looking at 1, 2, 3. And then we can equip it for 1. Yeah, let's go and do that. That way we can make use of our mana. Okay. There we go. And now, if our opponent does go for Brago next turn, we do have Kari Zev's Expertise. So gain control of target creature or vehicle until end of turn, untap it, it gains haste. Then we may cast a card with converting mana cost 2 or less from our hand. So right now, we're looking at hopefully swinging in for 6. That's going to be 6 more commander damage, put him down to 14. We get into spots where we can grab Brago. We can go for that. They don't really have anything that's really threatening out there as far as Brago swinging in. But we also don't want our opponent just to take the game away. So we got Mole Drifter. They're going to draw 2 cards, and they still have Brago up to cast for the turn. Okay, so we swing it for 6. We have protection from black and green. Oh, our opponent scoops it up. Oh, that is a bummer. Well, I may go and post this one up on the end of another Kari Zev video, since it looks like we were getting the spots where we're kind of going to go and close it out, especially with that Kari Zev's Expertise. So I may splice this on at the end of another video. All right, guys, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks.